Good morning, everyone. I'm Bob, and welcome to my boudoir, my bedroom. Yes, I'm still dressed in my jammies. And I had my left knee fully replaced a couple of days ago. And so today's video is going to be called Post Full Knee Replacement, Expectations and Exercises. I want to begin by thanking my orthopedic surgeon, Dr. Hupel, H-U-P-E-L, from Kitchener, Ontario, and all of the staff that helped me have a seamless medical recovery at Grand River Hospital on King Street in Kitchener. They were wonderful and they couldn't have been better. Dr. Hupel set me up with a seamless MD squad of people there who, weeks before I even got to the operating table, they were in touch with me. Nurses, physiotherapists, pain people, occupational therapists, and many, many more. And they have made this journey to a full knee replacement very easy and not too much pain, at least not yet. So I want to thank those people, and now I want to share with you some of the toys that I have here at home with me in my bedroom. Well, you will need a walker. Once you're picked up at the hospital and you're being transported back to your house, you're going to need a walker. And the two-wheeled walker is what you need. So there's wheels at the front and pegs at the back, and you stand in the space and hold on. And that's a rental thing. You rent it for as long as you need it, maybe monthly, I think it is, and it's not very expensive. You'll also need crutches. I got those from a friend. I'm sure you can get crutches at the rental place where you get this walker too. So you'll need crutches. You might need a cane, you might not. You might not even need the crutches, but you will need the walker. Also, I have on my bed here, I have a towel rolled up, and it's inside a little piece of fabric there to keep it together. A little pillow would do, but that's what I have. And then I have this strap. It's soft, made out of cotton, and it feels like a dressing gown belt. But you can see it's tied there in a knot at that end right there. And you might need this pee cup. It's got the milliliters on the side there. There's the lid. And you should have that at home too. It'll help you if you don't feel too safe at first getting out of bed to use the washroom. You can pee into that cup or something like a bedpan or something if you want to. But I use the cup, it works fine. And then here's the prize called a Heal Faster. There's the pamphlet that goes with it. Welcome to Heal Faster Canada's Game Ready Cold Compression Rental Program. And our primary focus is to ensure your recovery is optimized by providing a superior recovery device. It's effortless to use and starts easy and does the job. So what it is it's a container, and you put water and ice in here, and then you wrap that around your leg. You wrap it around, you push the button there, you set the dial for how cold you want it to be. And I'm going to sit and enjoy a book or something for about 20 minutes, and then I'm going to take it off. And I'm going to do my exercises 3 times a day, maybe 4 times a day, and I'm going to do them right there on the bed. They're easy to do, and they'll strengthen your lower body. You use that ice machine wrap afterwards to keep the inflammation down, and you'll heal a lot faster. I want to talk to you for a few moments before I share the exercises with you about what they did to me the day of the surgery. I had to get to the hospital a couple of hours before, and then they wheeled me into the operating room, and I was lying there on the gurney, and there were nurses getting ready, and then I felt them putting some kind of a disinfectant on my thigh. So it was my left knee. This is my knee. And they were rubbing right above the knee here, close to the hip. They were putting a disinfectant on there. And I thought, I wonder why they're doing that. I did know that they weren't going to put me completely out and shove a breathing tube down my throat, because it takes longer for you to recover from that, and it can be more dangerous. So they were putting a disinfectant right here on my thigh. And then I thought, oh, that's interesting. And then a few seconds later, I noticed that my leg was numb on the inside, all the way down to the bottom, because I felt it with my other foot. And what they had done was, that disinfectant was also the anesthetic, and it was freezing my leg. And they inserted a little tiny needle or some kind of a thread into my thigh there, where they had numbed me and started to freeze me. And there's no needle really. This was a little thread that went in there, and it was shooting medication down along my nerve so that I wouldn't feel anything, because the nerve from your brain to your knee goes along the inside of your leg, and they were freezing that so I wouldn't be feeling anything. And then they attached the other end of this little device to my skin, and there it is. Show you right there. Can you see it? It's right there. Attached it there, and then with some tape, and then that's attached to this little bottle that's hanging, a plastic bottle that's hanging around my waist, and it's filled with the epidural anesthesia. I don't remember anything else. An hour and a half later, I woke up in my recovery room. I was amazed. I thought, they didn't even jab me with a needle. And this is a new, they call this a nerve block. It's a new program that they've been doing, I hear anyway, at the hospital in Kitchener, Grand River, for about 2 years, and it's working wonders with people that are having these kinds of operations. Because I'm home now, I still have this in me, and it's going to last 4 days, and then the medication on the inside of this bottle here is going to run out. So in the meantime, I'm also controlling my pain with some Tylenol. I guess tomorrow they're going to call me on the phone and tell me how to take this out, and then I can dispose of it in the garbage. And it's going to be very easy, and it won't hurt. And it did the trick. But in the meantime, it's still pumping pain medication into my knee area, so I don't feel a thing. In fact, when I got into my room and I woke up about an hour and a half to 2 hours after the operation, the nurse made me sit up like this, sat here on the side of my bed, and then she said, stand up. I stood up. I could stand. I never had any pain. My knee was kind of stiff and stuff, but no big deal. And then she said, take the walker and walk down the hall, and I walked down the hall. She said, don't go too fast. Don't overdo it. And then we went up the steps, 1 foot at a time, and down the steps. She showed me how to do that. And then back to the room. And then she said, do these 5 or 6, there's 6 exercises I'm going to show you today, but do these exercises in the morning, around noon sometime, and at night. And after you do the exercises, which takes about 10 big minutes, and that's it. And you can do them lying in your bed. You think, what? That's going to make my legs stronger? Oh yeah, if you do them right. Anyway, she said, after you do the exercises, I want you to put some kind of ice on the surgery spot, your knee, and that will keep the inflammation down, and the ice will help you with your speedy recovery. Also, she told me to rest a lot, for the first week anyway. So don't overdo it. Even though I'm feeling fine, she said, be careful, use your walker, be safe in the house. You can go outside, just be careful. Because you were just having surgery and you had your knee replaced, the whole thing. She also told me that after this nerve block medication is removed 4 days later, which is tomorrow for me, after it's removed, she said you might feel pain, and probably will. That's why you're taking the Tylenol. But they also give you some oxy, a narcotic drug, and you can take that if you really need to. But I've decided I'm not taking that. I don't think I'm going to have to. I think the Tylenol will do the trick. After about a week, I can exercise a little bit more, and it's always good to walk too. You're walking to the bathroom, to the kitchen, you're staying on one level, you're sitting down, standing up, so you are exercising. But just do it with intention. Try to think, what am I doing? Where should my body parts be? Now I can move. Well, if you have to get your knee replaced, good luck. I hope they have the nerve block method. I hope you can get a hold of one of those ice machines with the wrap around your leg to keep things cold, keep the swelling down. And if you can't do any of that, or you don't need a new knee, do the exercises I'm going to share with you next. It'll keep your lower body strong. The first exercise is called ankle pumps. You're going to point and flex your feet. You can lie on your bed any way you want. Just keep your legs straight. And I'm going to, by the way, this is the knee that I had done. I'll show you my incision. I can't bend it that well, you'll see in a minute. But there's my incision. It's a Band-Aid, and it has, I think, 20 staples, which I get out in a couple of weeks. I didn't see much blood going on anywhere. It's swollen, but that's what the ice is for. Anyway, I'm going to lie this way on the bed with a pillow behind me, try to keep my legs straight. And you know, I really only need to work this leg, but why not work this one at the same time if I can? So with my legs straight, my toes pointing straight up, I'm going to extend my feet that way, point my toes away from my body, and hold it for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. You can do this with me if you want. Just put me on pause, find a spot to stretch out, and now I'm pointing my toes to my nose. I'm flexing my feet for 5 seconds, and then I do it again. You can count out loud, then you don't cheat, because sometimes you think, oh, that's 5 seconds, but it's only been maybe 2 or 3. So 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Here's the third ankle point and flex. And just for time today, I think what I'll do is I'll just do 5 instead of 10 reps, but you're supposed to do 10. And it doesn't take long. No, you can read a book if you want, watch TV, listen to music, point and flex, or concentrate on how it feels. And we're working the ankles. Yes, the ankles are attached to your knee. You need strong ankles for balance, stability. Exercise number 2 is called the static quad. That means you don't move. Don't worry about the ankles this time because we're working the quads. You know, the big muscles up here between your knee and your hips, your thigh muscles. So I might as well do both legs at the same time. I could do one and then do the other, but then I might get lazy and not. So I'm going to do them both at the same time. So now what I'm going to do, maybe I'll move back a little bit so my ankles are at least on the bed, right? Because I'm going to push my knees into the bed with my brain. So here I go, push them. So I straighten my legs, push the knees down, and relax. It's a 5-second thing again. I'm ready. After 5-second rest, push them down again. Hold them really straight and really tight and try to break the egg underneath your knee. Don't hold your breath. Let's push them down again. Just breathe comfortably. In through your nose, out through your mouth. That's 3 already. Remember, we're only going to do 5 and then we're going to move on, but you can do 10 if you want. Push my knees down into the bed. It's a static quad press. And just one more. Here we go. Push my knees down into the bed. Hold it for 5 seconds. And relax. Good for you. Pretty easy, eh? Well, exercise number 3 is the knee bend. There's 2 things you want to do when you're trying to get that knee back into shape. You want to be able to keep that leg straight and strong, and you want to be able to bend it. But we're going to use the bed. We're going to lie down on the bed, and we're going to try to bend it very slowly. After a while, you'll be able to stand up and bend your knee, and it'll be no problem at all. So this is my little cotton belt, and I tied it into a knot there, so it's a strap. So watch how I do this. I'm going to turn around sideways. I'll move my pillows. Now, since I'm going to be trying to slide my heel along the bed, it's a nice slippery, it's not going to stick. My knee will be able to slide. And if you don't have a duvet cover like this, you can put a plastic bag or something underneath your heel. It'll work. But watch. I'm going to just do the one knee. So I got my leg straight. I'm going to take the strap. Now remember, it's hard to bend it. Reaching forward's even hard. So you might have trouble getting this around there, but I don't think so. Put it right around. Either the middle of the foot or up where the toe pads are. And grab a hold of it so it's nice and tight and lie down. So my leg is straight. So now I'm going to raise my leg up, my knee up, and pull my heel, keeping my heel on the bed. See how far I can go. Remember, I only had surgery a couple of days ago. Okay, that's about far enough. Hold it there for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and then slowly straighten it out. Have a little rest. Yes, let's try it again. Slowly pull it with the band. Pull the heel in, bend the leg. How far in can you go? Maybe a little further. Is it uncomfortable? Yep. Is it painful? Nope. I'm getting pain medication in there right now, so I got that Tylenol pill, and I've got that anesthetic stuff, that nerve block stuff in that leg still. Pull it in again. You're going to hold it for 5, 4, a little further, 3, 2, 1. Straighten it. Nice and straight and flat. Remember, when it's straight, you're pushing your knee into the floor of the bed, keeping it really straight, and you pull it in again. Can you go a little bit further? A little bit? All right, that's 5 seconds. Sure, and then slowly straighten it. Just because I'm going to do 2 more. I'm going to get a nice strong grip on this band here and move it in very slowly. They'll show you how to do this at the hospital. Yep, physiotherapists, pain lady, they'll all show you. And then out you go. Let me do it one more time. Just because I want to be able to bend my leg. If you don't do this exercise, the scar tissue, as the healing process happens, the scar tissue will keep your leg so that you can't straighten it. And then you'll be limping. And your posture will be off. And you'll have all kinds of other pains. Let me pull it in a little bit more, but no pain. Or at least not for long. Good. If you don't plan on getting a knee fixed and you don't have any problems, but you're interested in keeping your legs strong, you could do this exercise with both legs at the same time. Get them in as far as you can. See that one? Well, look at the one I had replaced. It only goes that far. See? soon it'll be able to go that far. So I've got a long way to go, but I can do it, and so can you. The fourth exercise is called the quad over the roll. This is my towel roll. A pillow will work, but I just got a nice towel and I put this little sleeve over it and it holds it together. And the distance from one side of the roll to the other side through the middle, the diameter is about 4 to 6 inches. You don't want it too small, but say 6 inches. So you want one of these, or a towel anyway. And what we're going to do is we're going to put this on the bed up underneath our leg here, below the knee. These are our hamstrings. These are our quads on top. These are our hamstrings on the bottom. We're going to put the roll under it right like that, see? Notice how it's bent a little bit. This is resting on that, and then the leg sort of goes down. Well, we need our strap. Put it around the bottom. Hold on to it nice and tight. And then when you're ready, you'll lift your leg up. But your hamstring quad area stays on the roll. So they call it the quad over roll. And your leg is straight. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Slowly let it down. The leg is bent a little bit. The support is underneath your leg above the knee there, and where the hamstrings are, and pull up again. Okay? Just for 5 seconds. And then down. When you're ready, breathing comfortably, pull it up. And when 5 seconds is up, down. And then up. Down. Could you do 2 legs at the same time if you didn't have any knee problems? Sure, as long as your towel's big enough. Okay, good. When I'm ready, here I go, up. See, the towel is still touching my hamstrings. The towel is under my legs, above the knee, at the back there, down. But I am only working on this leg today. Up. 5 seconds. And then slowly bring it down. Got that one? It's a snap. You'll feel great afterwards. Remember what I said. You use these quads and these hamstrings to keep that leg straight. You use these quads and these hamstrings to bend that leg. They work in partnership. So they both need to be strong. So this is called the hamstring stretch. And you probably know from watching my other videos and listening to professional healthcare people that if you want to stretch any muscle in your body, you need to stretch it for 2 minutes or longer to get the benefits. You know how they say, oh, just stretch for 30 seconds or 10 seconds. Well, then it's a dynamic strengthening move, but it's not a stretch. So this is going to be a static, the leg's not going to move, and it's a stretch, it's going to be 2 minutes or longer. They say 5 if you've just had a new knee, like I have. 5 minutes, hold it for 5 minutes. But I'm not going to hold it for 5 minutes, I might not even hold it for 2, but you will. I know you will. Because I might shut you off and then I might do this one, because this is the last exercise. Well, maybe there's one more. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put the towel roll down here, and then I'm going to lie down and I put my heel on there, my ankle. Okay, so it's nice and comfy. Now when I do that, because of gravity, and because most of my leg is on the bed or the floor and not on the roll, it's on an angle. Right? And I'm going to try to push my knee into the floor still, but I'm going to hold it there so that it's on an angle, stretching my hamstrings and working my quads. Oh, dee-doo-dee-dum. I think I need to watch something like an animal show on TV or look at the birds out the window. Just maybe meditate. I got lots of meditation things I can do. You know that tapping one where you tap your karate hand here and you tap and go, even though I just had surgery on my knee, I feel great. Even if you don't. Then you say the same thing, you tap where your eyebrows are out here, the end of your eyebrows, and tap with your fingers. Even though I just had surgery on my knee, I feel great. Then you tap here where the eyebrows meet the nose up here. Even though I just had surgery on my knee, I feel great. Right? Then you tap your cheekbones under your eyes, even though, and you say this out loud, even though I had knee surgery and it was painful. Well, it wasn't. Even though I had knee surgery, I feel great. And then you tap below your nose, above your lip. Even though I had knee surgery a couple of days ago, I feel great. Notice this leg is on an angle and gravity is pulling it, most of it, into the floor of the bed, and it's raised down there with the towel. Now you tap between your lower lip and your chin. Even though I had surgery a couple of days ago, I feel great. Then you tap your thymus gland, which is right where your collarbone comes together here, right in here someplace. Even though I had surgery a couple of days ago, I feel great. Because we got to hold this for 2 minutes or more. And then after this spot, it's under your arm, in your armpit area. Even though I had surgery a couple of days ago, I feel great. And then the last is the top of your head in the middle, gently. Even though I had surgery a couple of days ago, I feel great. Even if you don't feel great, say that. Okay? 2 minutes. Hamstring stretch. The sixth exercise I do sitting on the side of my bed. I could do this in a chair. I just want my legs to be at right angles at the knee. Well, at least the good one. And if you don't have any knee problems, you should be able to do this. Make sure your knees are above your ankles. And you're sitting on the side of the bed. Now I'm going to move out from the bed a little bit, just so I'm holding on to it, just so it frees up my legs a little bit. And I'm going to point the camera down so you can see. Okay, so I'm sitting on the side of the bed, freeing up my hamstrings here. This is the knee that I just had operated on. My foot's flat on the floor, trying to get it right below my knee. So I have a little bit of a bend going on, but I can do that because I've got all this pain medication inside my body. So I'm holding on, sitting up straight. I take this foot and put it in front of the other one, right in here. I'll point the camera down a little lower. All right. So I put this foot in front of the other one, and then I'm going to, with this good leg, I'm going to pull slowly that ankle and that heel back into the bed. See, I got a bigger bend going on now. And I hold that for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Undo my leg and then slide that back out. Have a little rest. Okay, bend my legs. This is the bad one. Well, it's not bad anymore. It's been replaced. This one goes around the ankle, and then I pull with the good one. Can I go in a little further to the bed? Right there. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Untangle that. Let that leg come back out and relax. I'll just do one more. And remember, if you're not having any problems with your legs and they're strong and you don't need knee surgery, practice these exercises. There are only 6 of them. They don't take long. Let's bend that a little bit and pull that surgery leg in as far as you can go and hold it there. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Untangle. Out it comes. You're going to do 10 of those. Okay, I hope you enjoyed today's video. Maybe you learned a little bit about some of the toys you need when you get home. Of course, you're going to have to rearrange your house so you don't, when you're walking with the walker, you don't bang into anything because you don't want to fall down. And if you're using the crutches, it'll be a little easier. But with this new nerve block medication, I don't really feel any pain yet. The Seamless MD team at Grand River Hospital in Kitchener keep contacting me, asking me how I'm doing. Am I taking the pills? How are my bowels? Am I eating properly? Am I doing my exercises? They're asking. They care. I care about you too. If I didn't, I wouldn't be making the videos. So if you don't have any problems with your lower body, do the exercises anyway. It won't take you long and you'll be better off for it. Good luck. And if you haven't hit the subscribe button and the little bell, please do that, because you'll be notified the next time I put a video out, which is usually weekly, on different topics that you're going to be interested in. I know you are, because you're like me. You're a human and you're getting older, and you need to keep exercising with intention.